6 handstand katas from 6 finalists in the online Powerbatics competition for the $1,000 cash prize. You can copy these katas for your own training as well as vote for your winner. The athlete who receives the most votes wins, so spread this far and wide. First up is Maya from Santiago, Chile, and these katas are simply 10 moves done inside of 60 seconds. So implement katas in your training and watch your strength and skills skyrocket. She's starting off with a planche, and then pressing to a straddle handstand, and then slowly going into a straight one-arm handstand, and then back to 2, and then straddling, and then leaning to the other side for the opposite arm one-arm handstand, and then twisting over into a stag handstand, and then again up on one hand in practically full splits, and then pressing back up into a straight handstand with a handstand push-up, and then tucking down through all the way up to a V stand with face on knees, down to the L, and then back through to the crab stand on one hand. And then that is it for Maya. And then we have Diego from Santiago, Chile, and starting his kata with a back limber into a bridge, kicking up into a hollow back, and then holding and pressing into a straddle handstand, leaning to one side with a one-arm handstand, and then straddling again and pressing down into a straddle planche, and then all the way down to a bent arm planche, and then pressing back up all the way to the handstand, and then back down to a crab stand, and then releasing for one arm, and then pressing that crab stand up into a bent arm planche, and then into a tiger handstand, stretched all the way to the hollow back, and then a C stand on the elbows, into a headstand, and then a kip to close it out. And next up is Victor from Santiago, Chile. We've got the full planche, and then a push-up, and then powerfully back up to the twist planche, all the way over to one side straddled, and then walking it all the way up to a straight handstand, and then leaning over to one hand and holding that straight handstand on one arm, and then all the way down, bent arm handstand, pressing back up, leaning again to a flag handstand on one arm, straddle, then down to the planche, then pressing back up again, then straddle to one side, holding on one arm, then turning both hands into a full planche with hands turned out. Next up is Amari from Red Oak, Texas, and snapping right into a powerful stance, and then pressing up to the handstand, bent arm planche, straddled all the way through, setting up for the Stalder hold right in the middle, then bringing it back through, and an L on the ground, lifting up to the V, then leaning back, pressing up to bridge, one-footed bridge, then the kip up all the way over into the tuck planche, then pressing back to the plank, double elbow support for the crab stand, and pressing back up, and then shifting sides to the one elbow crab stand, straddled, and then attention. And then we have Matthew from Nigeria starting his kata into a horse stance, and then pressing up to the handstand, straddling, then to the diamond handstand, then bringing it back down to elbows on knees, and then pushing back to the plank, twisting over to the table, sliding back through to an L hip lift, Then twisting it all the way through to a bridge, and then the one leg bridge. And then the shoulders rotating back through to the table and then twisting it back over, bringing it all the way to a Stalder squat. Lifting up to the Stalder. Transitioning to the crab stand without the feet touching the ground. One arm. Balancing and pressing up to the handstand. And then a hollow back to close it out. And finally, Adebayo from Nigeria. Through to a horse stance. Lifting the legs up and balancing to a press handstand. Tucking all the way down through to an L at the ground. Opening up to a straddle V. Sliding the feet back through, twisting over to the bridge twist. One leg up. Then back over from the bridge twist into a one arm crab stand. Sliding the feet, pressing up to a diamond handstand, controlled back down and attention. And these are your 6 finalists for the handstand competition at Powerbatics. Go right now and vote for your winner, and then incorporate these 6 handstand katas into your training. Of course, never mistake videos for instruction, and get into good coaching and community so you don't get hurt, stuck, or frustrated. Now, most importantly, go vote for your winners down below. 1 vote per person. Fantastic job, everyone. Looking forward to the next competition. Subscribe and opt in so you don't miss out. And you may have questions, so shoot the Powerbatics team at Pacific Rim Athletics a message. See you in the next video and in training soon.